Welcome to a special episode of Downtown Now. This is part 2 of our 2023 Bentonville State of the City. If you missed part 1, you can check it out on our website. We'll give that to you a little later on in the show. Just to give you a little background, Mayor Stephanie Orman asked Aaron and I to host the Bentonville State of the City back in March. It was in front of around 200 people at the Bentonville Community Center, but we filmed it so everyone could have access to learning the stories about Bentonville's history and seeing where we're headed in the future. So without further ado, check out part 2 of Bentonville State of the City.
The Bentonville Fire Department has now been named a first-class city. This literally happened just hours ago. Now this is very important, not just for the fire department, but also for every resident and all of us who live here in Bentonville.
So we're going to welcome up someone who can tell us a little more about that. Fire Chief Brent Boydston, who is Bentonville's longest tenured employee, and he's going to tell us a little more about becoming a first-class city.
All right, Chief, let's talk about that breaking news. Why is it important? What is the impact that can be made with this designation? And kind of what were the hoops that we needed to go through to meet the demands to become a first-class city?
It actually takes care of the citizens of Bentonville. That's the big one. ISO rates your city, and it's just not the fire department. We give a shout out to the water department, police department. In their dispatch is what all three other things go together to make it happen. But it affects everybody, commercial, residential, in the city, in their insurance rates, what they pay.
I want to congratulate you over here. I want to congratulate you. You're retiring at the end of this month after serving for 38 years of service. That deserves a round of applause.
Long time.
So you've served 38 years. How have you seen fire service change over that time? I think
Chief Marcus could come up, because let me back up with Steve Marcus. He's not only the mayor, but he was an assistant chief with the Bentonville Fire Department when I got on, okay? So the fire service has evolved really on the technical side, a lot of. We do more than just put fires out. Everything that we use today is technology has taken over. It's in Bentonville, when I started, there was 1 fire station and 4 people on a shift. And now we're at 7 fire stations and right around 42 per shift. So you definitely, in the fire service, have to be real technical anymore to operate fire trucks, ambulances, and everything involved in it. To this in nowadays.
Congratulations for 38 years.
Thank you.
All right, let's go from 38 to 50. You've been in Bentonville for 50 years. You've raised your kids here. For you personally, let's jump outside of professionally. What makes Bentonville special?
Everything. It's hometown. Public schools, great. The hometown. I've been all over the country, and there's no place like Bentonville, Arkansas to come back to.
Amen.
That's pretty good. One final question for you. I'm assuming you can hit a golf ball a mile, being as tall as you are. But what are you doing in retirement?
A little bit of that.
Good, good.
Aaron will see you there.
Yeah.
A little bit of fishing, a little bit of hunting. I got 2 grand babies. They're both boys. One's a little over 2, one's a little over 1, real quick, back to back. And plan on spoiling them quite a bit. And traveling.
That's perfect. Everyone give it up for our chief. Mayor Orman has a gift for you in recognition of your time here in Bentonville. Thanks again. Let's keep with that fire department theme. In the news business, I always like to say that they are no doubt the bravest among us. Firefighters are those that tackle things that we shouldn't have to tackle. And this next story is an exact replication of that. We want to recognize one of our firefighters and EMTs, Romero Rincon Lawrence, aka Rome, with the Hero Award this year.
On October 30th, 2022, at the intersection of Razorback Road and MLK Boulevard in Fayetteville, a scooter was struck by a vehicle and the rider was thrown from the scooter, landing unconscious in the roadway.
Rome saw it all happen, blocked the scene with his personal car. He immediately went to the scooter rider, administered first aid, CPR, doing anything that he could. But in that moment, another vehicle hit his vehicle. He immediately went from the scooter driver to check on the condition of the person who just hit his car. Rome's selfless act and disregard for his own safety probably saved one life, if not two.
Rome, we couldn't thank you enough for your courage and dedication to public safety, both on and off duty.
Please welcome to the stage our friend, our firefighter, one of the bravest, Rome.
As we celebrate our past, present, and future, there's one family that has left a legacy in our community and continues to build upon that. We could not celebrate this evening without recognizing the Sam and Helen Walton family. Through the numerous contributions to the economy, with Walmart as the backbone of this community and the nation, the Walton family has generously given their time, talent, and financial resources to a community that they love.
We're all got to be terribly thankful for the opportunity we've had here in Bentonville, Arkansas, being able to stay here, being able to live here.
But we came to this part of the world in this small town of Bentonville some 46 years ago, I guess in 1950, because we wanted to live here, because we liked the quality of life.
Now, Sam, there's more to it than that.
Well, there may be a little bit. What are you referring to?
I'm referring to the fact that you could start the hunting season in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, all within a short period of time, and that was very important.
Those are true. That's a true statement.
That's a very true statement.
And I did start the hunting season for many years in those states, but I really had my family's interest basically at heart more than I did my own preference for bird hunting. It was a good place to live.
The family's fingerprints and love for our community continue to play a part in nearly everything you will hear this evening. The Walmart story is one that continues to write itself. You can see that story unfolding daily in Bentonville. We can hear it daily downtown.
Every day from the office.
Every day, no complaints.
And it's great. I want to see progress.
But we hear the largest two construction projects happening right now in the state of Arkansas: the new Walmart home office complex and the expansion of Crystal Bridges Museum.
All right, let's continue this legacy and talk about the groundbreaking of the Alice Walton Whole Health and School of Medicine that happened last week. We were there, Dana. It was really unique to see this happen. This was founded in 2021 by Alice Walton. The School of Medicine will offer a 4-year medical degree that integrates conventional medicine with holistic principles and self-care practices.
What we want to do are a few simple things, like make Northwest Arkansas a world-class destination for health and well-being. And that starts with retraining physicians. I'm committed to health transformation. In order to improve lives, we need better health, lower costs, and support for our health care givers. Patients need to be activated as stewards of their own health. We can all agree we're spending too much on health care. And we can all agree that every year the outcomes become worse. The system is broken and we have to fix it.
There's more to come from the Bentonville Community Center coming up right after this break. You're watching the 2023 Bentonville State of the City, and up next is our downtown conversation.
Please welcome to the stage Walter Harris, President of Health Transformation. We were at the groundbreaking, pretty great event.
Oh, you're hot. You're hot.
I know, hold on.
Now we want the scoop and what's coming. Can you tell us a little bit about the Whole Health Institute and the School of Medicine?
Sure. First of all, let me thank the mayor and everyone here. My wife and I moved here about a year and a couple of months ago from Pasadena, California. And I cannot tell you how warm and inviting and welcoming this place has been. So thank you for inviting us into the community. As Alice said, the issue here really is that we have healthcare in the area, but the outcome is to be 48 out of 50 when it comes to health outcomes is something we have to change. So the School of Medicine is intended to do just that. We're actually going backwards, right? We want to say, we want to keep folks out of the hospital unless they need to really be there. So we create these upstream services, the medical school students will get it, and then we train the communities to do the same. So the School of Medicine is really set to retrain doctors and infuse some new ways with that. The Whole Health Institute is really the advocacy work for the community. It's 3 pillars of work, one on research and technology, the other is on creating a new care delivery model, and the third is really reaching out to the community to guide them to where resources are. And so we want to play the role. So Whole Health Institute with the School of Medicine, and then working very closely with our health system partners, creates a really nice circular motion for our staff and our teams and our community members and patients to go through.
The takeaway at the groundbreaking was this will improve lives, change lives. So now we want to know what the timeline is. When is this going to be built?
Yeah, well, you saw the video where we have the groundbreaking started last Thursday. The plan now is if we're accredited properly and approved for our preliminary accreditation, we will have the building finished right around spring of 2024, or 25 rather. And then we want our first class of students of 48 to come in fall of 2025. One, let's get the School of Medicine, the Whole Health Institute, and our health system partners together and get those well solidified. And then phase 2 would be looking at another large brand outside of the region to help raise all the boats with higher quality. So we want to think about the region first and build it up and have it strong first.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to watch every bit of that construction.
Thank you.
We're very excited about what this will bring to our city, the region, and really the nation.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Look forward to it.
Everyone, Walter Harris. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Our thinking around aviation is, hey, how do we make the Bentonville Airport accessible, and how do we bring the community into this community asset? And so that kind of led us down this road of, well, let's build a building that we can be proud of and that we can really like welcome a lot of people into. And that sort of turned into the field house. Let's provide a place for them to eat, and that's Cafe Louise. Let's teach people to fly, and that's the flying school there. It has 170 students, I think, today, with about 40 on the wait list. Let's make it kid-friendly. Let's bring families. Let's get little pedal planes so they can drive around, and let's put up a jungle gym outside, and let's get park access, and let's expand the lake, and let's get some fishermen in here too. And let's just provide a way, on-ramp, if you will, for folks in the community that have any passing interest whatsoever in aviation to come out and get a taste of it and experience it.
Did you know in 1944, the Bentonville Municipal Airport was bought for $100 an acre?
That was a deal.
Where was I in 44?
I don't know. Well, you weren't around.
I was not around. $10,000 total. And the majority of the funds raised were actually raised from a citizens group to the Chamber of Commerce.
The Bentonville Municipal Airport has been taking flight ever since. It was named after Louise Thaden in 1951, and if you don't know, a lot of us here in town know this, but she was the most famous female aviator following Amelia Earhart, and in fact, her pilot license was signed by Orville Wright himself.
That's crazy. That's wild.
The Thaden Field of today is the hub of Arkansas's Fly Oz Network, Summit Aviation's fixed base operation, home of Game Composites, and it's been named one of the coolest airports in the country by Flying Magazine.
Stay with us. We've got cute kids from Bentonville coming up after this break. Welcome back. Without further ado, here's more of Bentonville's State of the City.
I would suspect no one knows more about these parks than our next guest.
I think you're 100% on point.
Parks and Recreation Director David Wright joins me now. We're going to talk a little bit about the future of parks in Bentonville. Hi, how are you? All right, David. Downtown, everyone is talking about the promenade. We need the scoop because construction's about to start. And we're going to have a pretty cool thing in our city.
So this project is really one that is transformational. Mayor McCaslin mentioned the renovation that took place on the square back in 2007, right before I got here, actually. And I really do envision that this next project takes the square to a whole nother level, downtown Bentonville 2.0, if you will. The project on A Street, running from Lawrence Plaza to the north to the parking lot adjacent to Tuscan Trotter, Oven and Tap, in that area on the south, we're going to take the vehicles off the road and we're going to turn it into a pedestrian promenade. Really what we're doing is we're taking 6 public spaces in downtown and we're connecting them. And you're not going to feel like you're leaving Lawrence Plaza and walking to Dave Peel Park. You're going to go from one place to another in one seamless transition. And we're really excited about that.
We're really excited about that, too.
Good. I hope so.
Now, this next project I had not heard about till Dana wrote this script for me. 8th Street Market is another very anticipated project. What can we expect at 8th Street?
So the 8th Street Gateway Park, another transformational project. And the thing about the Gateway Park project is the size. It's 100 acres, and it's right smack in the middle of the community. You're going to be in the middle of this parkland, and you're not going to realize that Highway 102 is a stone throw away, or that 8th Street is just on the other side. You're going to feel like you're in the middle of nature, in the middle of this area. We're going to have a feel of protected space. We're only going to disturb about 13% of that 100 acres. You're going to have a neighborhood park field to the west, but then at the park core, the center piece of it, it'll be an area for festivals and skate parks and splash pads, and a 1 acre, $1 million playground, unlike anything that we've ever seen in town.
I'm going to throw this in there really quickly, but downtown looks beautiful right now. The tulips are amazing. They've been mulching. We've been watching them. Your team do that this week. Thank you all for making it such a beautiful downtown.
Thanks, Dana. I work with a fantastic group of men and women, and the tulips on the square might be the favorite thing that I see throughout the year. It really screams, hey, Bentonville, wake up, come back outside. Let's kick off the season.
They're beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank
Dana.
you.
David Wright.
See you.
So our offices in downtown Bentonville are literally on top of the square, and I promise you, Dana, it's got to be twice a week where you kick me out of the office.
Kick you out. Go
She kicks me
outside.
out.
Get out.
Well, recently I had the chance around the tulips that David was just talking about, and I went to talk to kids about what makes this city great. What's your name?
Lily.
Lily, why do you like Bentonville so much?
That all the schools and the parks are very pretty, and I like how they make it clean and things.
Grace, what's your favorite thing about Bentonville?
That you can go mountain biking?
Anytime you want?
Yes.
Nico, what's your favorite thing about Bentonville?
I also go to R.E. Baker Elementary, and I love how the teachers are so welcoming. And another thing I like about Bentonville is that they're like building new places, probably a new park, and it's just a lot of fun for kids.
Okay, what's your name?
Bronwyn.
And what's your favorite thing about Bentonville? Be detailed.
The dogs.
Simply the dogs in Bentonville. Why?
Because they're cute.
Why do you like Bentonville so much?
It's a very friendly environment. A lot of people can just hang around with their friends and just it's a very friendly environment, especially with family and stuff. So. And the Sport Cafe is good.
Bentonville's pretty special, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. It's a very fun place to be at.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching the 2023 Bentonville State of the City. We're going to go ahead and roll those credits, but I want to give a special thank you to everyone at the City of Bentonville, including Mayor Stephanie Orman, for trusting us to help with this project. We hope that you enjoyed having access to learn more about your city and where it's headed, and we will see you next Sunday on Downtown Now.
The sun is 93 million miles away. The least we can do is give it a warm welcome each morning.